otherwise known as Ravings and Cravings, here with you today this evening. I have Mexican American food in the house, and you should watch the YouTube movie part of this because in Radio Land you will not see what I'm seeing right now, unless I post it on Facebook, and I could do that. But it's a beautiful array of some amazing food, and I'm here by the owners of, you pronounce it.
Tamales, Azala.
Thank you very much. So this is Jose on your left, and this is his mother, Armenia.
Yes.
On your right, and I should remember Armenia because I'm Armenian. I remember having this conversation with you. How many years ago did I come to your table? Do you remember?
I'd say about 3 years ago.
So
Yes.
3 years ago, I came and visited you at your house.
Yes.
And I got to try, I think, how many kinds of tamales did we have?
¿Cuántos tipos de tamales teníamos?
4? 5?
5, 6.
5 or 6 different
Yes.
kinds. And are those on your current menu?
Yeah, all of them we've
Okay.
stayed.
Okay, so let's talk about the tamales first, and then we'll talk about the other stuff. And we'll definitely have to tell people where you are. So you're behind the bicycle shop on Main Street, right?
Yes.
Tell us location and the hours.
Okay, we're located at 10 Ivanhoe Street. Our hours from Tuesday to Saturday are 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. And we serve lunch and breakfast all hours as early as 5 a.m.
5 a.m.
And then Sunday, we're open from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Do you sleep?
Yeah.
You sleep? You must get up at 4 to
Yeah.
serve food?
We get up sometimes at like 3 a.m. She gets up at like 3 a.m.
To make the
sometimes.
tamales?
Yeah.
Yeah, and to start making the drinks, the hot drinks, getting everything ready.
So these tamales are from scratch.
Yes, from scratch. We make the dough, we make the sauce, we make everything.
Now that if you're a foodie out there, that is one good reason to go and at least try food because, you know, like me, we all have limited income, but I like to have culinary adventures and I like to try new things. And these guys have an amazing amount of variety. You know, like Jose, you called it Mexican American food, right?
Yeah.
Tell us, Armenia, what we should say all that in Spanish.
Yeah, okay.
So whatever we said so far, can you go ahead and tell people what we just said in Spanish? While I eat, I'll just sit here and eat.
Cuéntales a la gente en español sobre la ubicación, qué hacemos, desde cuándo empezamos.
Pues nosotros estamos ubicados en 10 Ivan Hill, aquí en Willimatic, sí, y estamos abiertos de martes a domingo, sí, de martes a sábado estamos abiertos desde las 5 de la mañana hasta las 2 de la tarde y el día domingo estamos abiertos de las 7 de la mañana a la 1 de la tarde, sí, todos los días estamos con tamales frescos, con desayuno para todo el público, contamos con atoles también, chilaquiles, bueno, ustedes saben nuestro menú, todos nuestros clientes, estamos sirviéndole a todo el público que desee ir a desayunar algo fresco y sabroso.
And she said what we just were talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we have delicious food.
Of course you do.
Yes.
And your address is, what is the address?
10 Ivanhoe Street, but a reference point that you could usually use is Pedal Power. We're located right behind them. Sometimes
Okay.
you may not see us because we're a little hidden to the left.
Okay.
But we're always there unless we post on our social medias that we're not there.
All right. And where is your social media presence so like people can find you?
We're mainly active, actually only active on Facebook at
Okay.
Tamales Azala. Working on our Instagram so far, but that's where we post all our updates, where we're going to be, specials of the week, stuff like that.
Phone number?
860-576-5477.
So when people come, you're open mainly on the weekends, right? Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
No, Tuesday, all week now. We started
No, you're
originally.
all
We started originally only weekends. Yes.
I have old information
Yeah,
here
we need to
in
update
this-
our menu.
In this menu.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. This is happy news. Okay, so your hours, she had mentioned it. Why don't you go ahead and mention it again?
So we originally started from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah, that's
and
what I
then
had, yeah.
now we expanded to all week from Tuesday to Sunday.
Wow. Okay, so you do get a day off, right?
Yeah, one Monday, but we're still working.
Everyone needs a day of rest, you know.
Yeah, we got to restock and prep for the next for the
Yes.
week.
Well, what are the flavors of your tamales that you have to offer?
We have jalapeno and cheese, pork and green sauce, mole, fresh made mole. We bring it from Mexico. My
What?
brother makes it.
Really?
Yes.
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 That
Nice.
with pork.
Is that one of the things that's here in front of
Yeah,
us?
we have it right here, but it's not.
That one's not open?
No, it's not.
That's
open.
okay. Okay, and what other ones? I'm going to cut into one while you tell us the other flavors.
And then we have sweetened ones. Those come with raisins for anybody that doesn't like spicy. A lot of people haven't tried them before, so they come new to people. Then we have the Oaxaqueño ones that come shredded chicken with guajillo sauce, and then we have green sauce with shredded chicken.
And I'm looking at tamales that are wrapped in corn husks as well as banana leaves.
Mm-hmm.
So talk about why you would use a banana leaf as opposed to a corn husk.
These, I'm not sure exactly where. Well, they come Oaxaqueños, guessing they came from Oaxaca.
Mm-hmm.
And we do it. It gives it more flavor. We steam the leaves, so they're easy to handle, and it gives it more flavor. We also add chicken broth to the dough, giving it more flavor.
So I am munching on something while he's talking.
Is it spicy?
No, it's not. It's not. The jalapeno one is a little spicy. I know Americans in general are usually concerned about spice. This is not too spicy. I can eat this.
No.
And I can tolerate more spice than what you have here. But I wouldn't, other people may not be able to. The infusion of the banana leaf into the tamale gives it a different flavor.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
La hoja de plátano es lo que lo hace diferente, a diferente sabor. Y las especies que se le ponen a la salsa es diferente de la preparación de la salsa.
And she's
saying that the leaf definitely adds flavor. Also, the spices that we add to the dough and everything definitely makes it taste good, or enhances the flavor.
And my complaint with tamales is usually that there's no meat in it. That there's nothing in there except like all that cornmeal on the outside. But
for our pork ones, we initially started when we used to do them from our house
Yeah.
years ago. We only started with one size of pork about that big. Now we would get complaints here and there about saying it was a little too pork. So now we add 2 pieces.
Okay, well, see,
We're trying to be fair so that
yeah.
you get a bite and you could get a little bit of meat with every bite.
So tell my Hispanic neighbors that there's a good amount of meat in the tamales, and I'm happy about that.
Yes.
So go ahead and tell them exactly what I said. Or I don't know if she understood what I said. Just to tell the listeners that there's a good amount of meat in the tamales.
Que hay suficiente carne en los tamales.
Yo siento que es suficiente carne en los tamales. Siento que nuestro producto, lo que estamos haciendo, lo estamos haciendo de la mejor manera posible para toda nuestra clientela, para todos nuestros customers, ¿verdad? Tratamos de poner todo el empeño, todo el amor para que salga nuestro producto de la mejor manera posible.
Wow, that was a lot of words to say that there's a lot of meat in there. So that makes me very happy. Very happy, because I am a carnivore. I mean, I eat everything, but the quality of the product is so good. And Matt, I will share.
Okay, thank you.
I'm not going to leave you out. I want to talk about what you have on your menu, because there are some things here that I have not seen before, and I am going to hold up one of them. Because, I mean, who isn't a Nutella fan, right? Like, can you imagine this coming out of a food truck? Now I'm holding up a nice square plate that's really pretty. It has 4 corner blobs of whipped cream, and then it has, are they?
It's like French toast, but we stuff Nutella in it, roll it up, and
Okay, so there's Nutella in these things. Hey,
Yes.
I could pass you one of these, Matt.
Ooh.
What do you think? Should we
I'll
do
take
that?
it.
and there's
Bill
banana
Supper?
and strawberries.
Do you want one?
No, thank you. You good?
No, I'm good.
No, you eat these all the time. You don't.
I don't eat my food anymore. I got tired of making
What?
it.
Oh, so where do you go when you don't want to eat Mexican food now?
I ask my mom to cook me something, or the locals.
Okay. Yes? Los rollos de Nutella son una creación por mi hijo, José. Sí,
Saying that
que
I'm
él
the one
trata
that-
de esmerarse cada día, de crear algo nuevo, de cocinar algo nuevo, de hacer a lo mejor algún invento, pero que sea aceptado o tratar de ponerle todo el entusiasmo, el amor a cada platillo que él prepara, que él quiere que sea exacto, que sea para agrado para toda la gente, ¿sí? En este caso de los rollos de Nutella le ha puesto pues el amor. Y así de haces para todas las cosas que él hace. Tenemos pues nuestro chef en el food truck, pero mi hijo ha creado varias cosas buenas. Para mí son buenas.
So tell me what she said.
So she's saying that
Please.
because well, the Nutella rolls, we like you said, we came up with them. Not well, we got references from social media, but we started serving them. And she's mentioning how I try to put like I am very detailed. I try to put like a lot of effort into the things that I do because I'm very try to be spot on with the details. Like these, I came up with the California burrito.
Let me hold that up for people to see. The California burrito
It has cheddar, tater tots, bacon, avocado,
tots.
and scrambled egg. It's everything in one burrito.
I know. Who doesn't love tater tots?
I know.
mean, like, really.
And in a burrito with egg, everything.
I have to eat this, too. But this is going to be a little kind of messy-ish. So you have that here. You also have
This is our chopped cheese.
chopped cheese. Is it a sandwich?
Yes, it's like hamburger meat with American cheese, lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise.
mayonnaise. You know, we all should have more mayonnaise in our lives, I think.
Yeah.
So this is awesome, too.
Back then, a year ago, I remember. Well, we've had all our stuff on our menu since we started, but this wasn't selling a lot. Now it's our best seller. This used to be our best seller, but now, so people are loving our.
So 3 years ago, you were perfecting what you were going to bring to the public as far as food in your own home. Now you fast forward 3 years, you have more than tamales on your menu, right? You have a couple of things that you already mentioned, and then you have breakfast things, you have sandwiches, you have, I don't know how you pronounce that word, you just mentioned it.
Oaxaqueños.
Right, that, whatever that, and that is this thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's actually a state in Mexico, Oaxaca.
Oh, that cheese is from there, right?
Yeah.
Oaxaca.
Yeah.
Cheese. Okay, yeah. And that's the banana leaf thing. And you also have some very interesting beverages here. Why don't you
Yeah.
talk about that?
This is horchata. My mom makes it. She made it today.
Homemade horchata?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
We
and
skip the powder and she makes it. And she also made this morning, hibiscus water.
all right, let me hold that up. So, what is the secret to making a good drink?
¿Cuál es el secreto de hacer una buena horchata?
Hacerla de todo, no nada más de vaciar un sobre de polvo en una jarra de agua y ya, no, es mezclar, preparar las cosas desde los ingredientes, todos los
From
ingredientes
scratch.
que lleva.
Saying like, yeah, putting
Sí.
all yeah, because
Es
she
diferente.
brews like cinnamon, you know, like
Es diferente
all the
vaciar
steps.
una bolsa de
It's originally
polvo
rice
y
water.
probarla a
Yeah.
probar
Well, yeah.
la diferente.
So, how do you make rice water?
She lets the rice like soak and stuff so you know it's a process. It's not that simple.
The horchata. I'm in love with horchata. I was traveling in Lake Placid, New York last week, and I found a place that had horchata ice cream.
Oh wow.
So if you want to do that, I'll come and try that at your truck
Helado
sometime.
de horchata que probó helado.
Sí, sí, yo sé. Y también paletas, ¿cómo se dicen?
Popsicles. They also sell
También,
like horchata
Oh,
popsicles.
yeah, that would be easier
Sí.
to make than ice cream. Yeah, just put it in a mold and you're good. Do you think you'll ever do that? And we'll talk
Maybe.
about that later. Huh? So, all right. So 3 years ago, you started at home. Now you're a food truck present. And you know, I got excited when all the food showed up on the counter, and I was a little flustered. So let me be fair to you and let you get the name of the restaurant, the address, your social media presence, so that people can find you, and then your current hours where you are, and then I will eat while you're talking. Okay.
Okay.
Because I
Yeah.
know you have other things. We'll talk about the other things you brought too. So let's do the commercial part there.
Okay. Yeah. So we're just located at 10 Ivanhoe Street behind Pedal Power. From Tuesday to Sundays, our hours are Tuesday to Saturday from 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. and Sundays from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Oh, you're
And you can find us on Facebook at Tamales Azala. That's where we post all our specials, our hour changes, anything like that.
How do you spell that? Tamales Azala.
TAMALES ATZALA.
And what does that Azala mean?
Azala is where my parents are from. It's like the region where they're from in Mexico.
Oh,
Dile que
there
tu
we
papá
go.
Yeah.
fue
My
el-
dad used to sell tamales growing up in Mexico, so he's the one that has the recipe and
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Y que él quiso que se llamara así, Tamales
Yeah.
Azala.
It was
porque
his
somos de
idea
esa-
to call it like that. Name it.
Great. And can you talk about what got you from where you were in Mexico, where your family was, and to where you are today? What was that like? What was your experience as far as coming from another country and then settling here and opening up your business? What was it like?
Puedes contar cómo fue de venir de México a estar a tener su propio negocio, cómo empezaron.
Pues sí, ha sido una experiencia muy, al principio un poco difícil. Nosotros pues venimos a este país esperando, tratando de tener una vida mejor de cada día. Empezamos a trabajar y a través del tiempo el sueño de José Luis, del papá de mi hijo, él quería hacer su negocio, ¿verdad? Me decía, vamos a hacerlo. Yo, la verdad, yo decía, ay, pero es que no, es que como nosotros, es que no. Pero él no se quitó esa idea y dijo, vamos a hacerlo. Y esto es ahora, está realizado gracias a Dios y gracias a la perseverancia, al estar siempre presentes todos los días. El trabajo de todos los días ha hecho ver realizado este sueño para nosotros.
Okay, so Jose, let me see if I picked out some of her words. Was the word hope in there?
Yeah,
Okay.
like hoping that it would work.
I score for that. Was the word perseverance in there?
Yes.
Because it took much perseverance. I'm just trying to,
Yeah.
trying to up my game as far as my Spanish. I don't know very much at all. And then she said one other thing, I can't remember, but you tell us what she just said as far as the journey.
She said it was a little hard at the beginning coming from Mexico, you know, starting off working normal jobs and everything. But it was my dad, his idea, because like I said, he started growing up selling tamales in Mexico. So he had the recipe. We would sell them first from home. And it started like locals, just people that we would know. And then started going out, like the word started getting out more, so it was just so like strangers started coming to our house. So we knew we needed to expand.
Feed us.
Yeah. So my dad had the idea, like, he would tell my mom, like, we have to do it, but she wasn't too sure if she wanted to commit to it, you know. But my dad stayed with the idea. And like she said, he hoped that it would work, perseverance, and now we're here.
So, are you happy where you are now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we're happy but not
Now
comfortable.
it is happy.
Happy but not comfortable. What does that mean?
Well, we're still looking to grow. I don't think we've grown as much as we can grow, I think.
No, because like when did you open?
We opened less than a year ago.
Right.
So I feel like there's still a lot of people that haven't tried our food yet or don't
Right.
even know about us.
That's why you're here, and that's why after today I want to have a good report, and I want you to tell me that lots of people came because they heard you on the radio. They heard you on Good Company WILI.
Of course.
Of course. So you don't usually eat stuff from off the menu, is what you were telling me, right?
No, when I started, I would eat. Well, I came up with that. I remember one day I was just in my room and I was like looking through YouTube videos, like no ideas. What can I like come up with? And I couldn't find anything exactly. So basically, what I couldn't find is what I made it out of.
For you to eat. We're passing food around here. Well, I'm trying not to be rude.
That's the first thing I ate.
Try this.
And now
This is what the first thing you eat in the morning?
Yeah, when we started, that's the only thing I would eat. But I got tired of making it so often that I can't eat. I like the chopped cheese too. I used to love it. Now I make it so many times I don't.
Okay, so Jose, bear with me, Armenia. This is a very happy sound. So even if you're not looking at things on YouTube, just listen to this. That is a happy sound.
Unwrapping.
Unwrapping food and getting ready to eat. Yep, that is a happy sound. I'm trying to see. There's a bit of
everything in the burrito.
That is like, so this is okay, you can still hear my paper. What do you think, Matt?
Delicious.
Keeper?
Oh yeah, really good.
A lot of different textures, flavors. You got healthy, a little fat,
Avocado, eggs,
carbs,
protein.
potato, everything.
Fits nicely in your hand.
Good to start your day with.
Fits nicely in the ham. And is there meat in there?
Bacon
I thought there was.
and cheddar cheese.
So what if somebody came and said, "Oh, I don't like bacon." I'm sorry, that would not be me, but Can you make this to
Yeah,
order?
we've people switch it up. Sometimes they take out the egg. They don't like dairy, no egg, no cheese. Or sometimes they switch to bacon for sausage. Some people add tomatoes. We're like we used to have, like the chopped cheese. Some people have added mozzarella sticks, fried egg. So we're open to
Wow.
customizations.
So if it's on the menu, you can
Ask. Don't be afraid to ask.
Wow, that brings new meaning to have it your way. This is way
Yes.
better. I could just chow on this, but I'm going to put it aside because I don't want to be rude. And I'm eating in front of you.
That's fine.
Thank you for bringing that. We're enjoying it, right, Matt? And we'll
Yes,
enjoy some other
great.
things. I'm going to hold up another thing that these guys brought up. Now, remember, for people who are looking at this visually, we're traveling with food. Things move around.
Yeah, those slipped a little.
They did, but I think they're still going to be good. Tell us what we're looking at and what we're...
Those are a Mexican style Azala hot dogs.
All right. And so what's on that hot dog that's different than
Then
another kind?
I from Mexico. I would take a lot of trips from Mexico, and I got an influence from seeing them over there. And they're wrapped with bacon, mustard, ketchup, mayonnaise,
Y el picante que siempre los
onions,
mexicanos
tomato, and fresh jalapenos. Well, like sautéed jalapenos.
Is there pepper in there? Green pepper, red, what, yellow pepper?
Es jalapeño pepper.
That's jalapeno.
That's jalapeno?
Jalapeño
Yeah.
pepper.
Oh, jalapenos are orange too?
It came out orange.
Yeah. See, I didn't know that. Okay. So tell everybody exactly what you said in English about what we were looking at in Spanish so they know what's in this special hot dog.
Dile que lleva el hot dog.
Tenemos el hot dog que es el pan obviamente, la salchicha que va envuelta en tocino, sí, que se pone al grill para que tenga un sabor más delicioso, asado ahí. Se le pone mayonesa y ketchup, mostaza, y para algunos clientes lo piden obviamente tenemos con rajas de vinagre o rajas de jalapeños, que es así como los estamos poniendo y la gente los está aceptando muy bien con las rajas de jalapeños hechas en casa, y todos los clientes están aceptando muy bien estos hot dogs.
I think people are loving them.
All right. Well, I am
Yes.
going to love that in a couple of minutes because that's all I have left. But I would like to give you a chance to speak to the radio audience about what do you want people to know about your business? What do you want them to fall in love with?
That we're locals. You know, I grew up. My parents, they've been here for about 23 years now.
Oh.
So I was born
Wow.
here. I'm 21. I grew up here. I went to high school here. And like some of the stuff that we have here that I added, like these stuff are stuff growing up that I would have wished that we had. Like that, like I wish there would have been a spot like us, you know, that you could go early before school.
Oh,
Something different besides Dunkin', you know. So sometimes people call ahead before work in the morning. A lot of workers stop by for tamales. Sometimes we're busy, crowded at 5:30 a.m.
So
You
we
know?
can call ahead and then you'll have it ready when
Yes, yeah.
Oh, that's-
We'll try our hardest to
Yeah,
have it
yeah.
ready. Sometimes we get too busy.
That's awesome. What's
Yeah.
not to love about that?
And yeah, I make the food. We put our heart into it. We try to all our effort. It's something different, wide variety, so you could get something for the whole family. You know, if not everybody likes tamales, you could get the Nutella rolls. You get the chopped cheese. You
Yeah.
get your chilaquiles.
Well, and for anybody out there who just likes things plain and simple, you can just get a simple egg sandwich. You can get a
We
simpler.
got omelets. We got
Yep.
breakfast plates,
You guys
pancakes.
out there in Radio Land, if you're going to Tamales Azala, I want to go with you. So please go visit, enjoy the food. I'm going to enjoy some once we get off the air. Well, and I will share, Matt. Yeah, I try to. I actually brought an empty container today. Anyway, I know. I was planning ahead because these guys, I knew that they were going to knock it out of the park. Thank you guys so much for being here, Jose and Armenia.
Thank you for
Thank you for you.
My pleasure, my pleasure. This is Ruth
Thank you.
Hartunian Ellenbaugh signing off. Ravings and Cravings on Good Company, WILI.